Let's start the Sunday Six out down in Tampa, Florida, one of the many areas in this country affected by Hurricane Helene. Our thoughts go out to everybody affected by that storm. And if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, hopefully you got a lift from one of the most impressive results of week 4. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers host the Eagles and thrash them 33-16, game that felt mostly over by the end of the first quarter. And I got to think back to last week. The Buccaneers know exactly how it feels to start slow and find yourself in a hole before you can blink. They were down 17-0 to the Denver Broncos just a few minutes into the second quarter last week. Well, with Tom Brady watching from the Fox booth, they repaid the favor to the Eagles. They were up 21-0 1 minute into the second quarter, jumped all over the Eagles. And it was Baker Mayfield that led the way, could not miss early, 237 passing yards at half. Just a phenomenal day from Baker Mayfield, terrorized the Philadelphia secondary. So it's no surprise that the current Buccaneers quarterback was the former Buccaneers quarterback's LFG player of the game.
Hey, Baker, congratulations winning the LFG player of the game. Awesome performance, 30-47. You had about 6 drops in there that we counted. You were super efficient today. It started on the opening drive. Tell me what the plan was going in. You got off to such a fast start.
Appreciate it. Just with this front that they have, knowing the big guys they have up front, getting the ball out early, letting our guys make plays in space and seeing what kind of tackles we can break. And guys were locked in on the plan. We're dialed in on the details, and so that's why we started that fast.
Yeah, and tell me about, obviously, the relationship with Mike Evans. And believe me, everyone loves throwing to Mike. And when I was here, I was finding him on every play. And I said to KB, if I'm him, I'm throwing him to the first play of the game. And there you go. You fire the hitch out there to him and get him rolling. I know that always gets some juice flowing for him. How did he look to you out there today?
He looked great. I mean, as hot as it was today, guys are rotating in and out, but Mike's a stud, as you know. So, yeah, just trying to get him going early, something we didn't do last week that we realized we needed to.
Yeah, and now you're 4 games into the season, got into a good start. This is kind of where you want to be in September football. What are you looking to establish as you go forward here?
Yeah, obviously, kind of separated into quarters of the season, 3-1 this quarter, but we got a short week, got a divisional opponent on the road on a Thursday. So for us, just continue to be efficient on offense, be locked in on the plan, start fast, and let our defense get their pressures on.
Yeah, quick turnaround for you. Good luck in Atlanta. And last thing, you've had this Liam Cohen, it's his 4th time calling plays. And I thought he did an awesome job today, really eliminating the impact of that defensive front. Tell me about your relationship with him.
I love Liam. We have a very good relationship, just the communication back and forth. He was dialed in today, just understanding the strengths of their defense and how we needed to attack it. And I thought the whole day, we didn't make enough plays for him. We should have been more efficient, but he was dialed in.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Great leadership by you today. I love seeing it out there. Good luck the rest of the year. Keep putting some pressure on those guys to be even better. I know what you guys are capable of. Keep going out there and grinding and getting it done.
Appreciate you, Tom. Good to see you, brother.
Great seeing you. Great job.
I absolutely loved the Buccaneers' game plan for this situation because it was very obvious from the get. I mean, Baker Mayfield was the catalyst, but the Buccaneers were not interested in trying to run the ball into the teeth of the Philadelphia defense. They ran 25 times on the day. 15 of those came in the second half when they were basically just trying to ice a big lead. Baker was throwing the ball all over the yard, and a lot of short intermediate passes, a lot of screens to receivers, a lot of swings to running backs, basically trying to mimic a running game. I thought it was an incredibly smart approach by Liam Cohen and the Tampa Bay coaching staff to basically say, hey, let's lean into what we're good at. We're not going to ram our heads into a brick wall. They did actually manage to get their running game going once they had the lead, but I love that approach. Took care of the Philadelphia secondary. And that's the one thing I'm truly worried about if I'm the Eagles is this pass defense. Because look, the offense, I'm even willing to give a pass. Jalen Hurts didn't have A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. Lane Johnson didn't play in this game after getting a concussion last week. So you're talking about arguably the 3 best players on your offense not being available in Tampa. It makes sense if they had a hard time getting things going until the lead was out of control. But defense, much more together, much more available, and the secondary just could not hold up to Tampa Bay's passing game. That is what concerns me more than anything if I'm an Eagles fan. Also, Eagles probably just tired of going to Raymond James Stadium. They're 1-3 in their last 4 trips down south. It definitely looked like the temperatures in Tampa were messing with Philly. You heard him talking about it on the broadcast. 90 degrees, felt like close to 100 on the field. Cramping was an issue. I believe Cam Jurgens, the Eagles center, left the game with cramping problems. I don't doubt that that was an issue, but man, it's been tough when the Eagles have gone down there. Tom Brady mentioned it as well. Like even when you go down there in the playoffs, winter, January in Tampa is a different beast than January in Philadelphia or New England, some of those places. So, regardless of the time of year, I'm guessing it's tough. 2 bad playoff losses for the Eagles when they've gone down there. And now this one, Philly heads into their bye week searching for answers. It's an early time to get a bye week. I don't envy the Eagles for that, but maybe this one is well timed. You get a couple guys back from injury. This offense needs its receivers to be as effective as it wants to be, and maybe the defense can just get into the meeting room and figure something out. But it has been a very turbulent start for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts strip sacked in this game, by the way. 7th turnover on the season, 27 dating back to the start of the 2023 season. Also something to monitor for Philly, but a big win for the Buccaneers in front of their Super Bowl winning quarterback, Tom Brady. Baker Mayfield shines, and the Bucs now get a Thursday night showcase game against Atlanta to really try to take control or early control of the NFC South, but that'll be a fun game in Atlanta on Thursday night.